Today we are at the grave or on the grave of MADIBA. And I want every African, every black watching me, in fact, send this message across. Baby, I wish I can speak or I could speak English throughout. But you know my English is very limited. So, translate this to every year. Abusia, Africa and all melanated people, please hear me today. If you hear the sound of my voice, I want you to pay attention to the things I am about to say. As if you are having a pep talk with the ghost of Nelson Mandela or MADIBA. Please make sure every person you know receives this message. So make it your responsibility to send it to them. Everybody. All of us. Every Kana. Make sure. So what's sending message away? Translate it to anybody who wants to understand. And if you are also part of those who are creating a mockery of the South Africans on social media, I want you to pause it for a second. Those pastors who don't have voice, their voice is situated in that four corner of their churches, even in their own country. But they think they can insult anybody. You also have to pause. Pause that noise making for a second. After this editorial, you can choose to continue ridiculing them or not. You can decide to listen. After this episode, you can decide to make a mockery out of South Africans. As an African, if you think, and there is sense in your head. For many weeks, South Africa has been in the news for the wrong reasons of xenophobia. They are attacking fellow Africans who are illegally living in South Africa. And I'm not the one to narrate the genesis and full report of that story. You all know it. I cannot get into that story because I am not a blogger. I am not a journalist. I am a spiritual visionary. So when things like this happen, or when issues like this is going on, we take it from the other side. So today we are standing at the graveyard. And I'm not going to make mockery of anybody, but I have something to tell you as a black man. A lot has been said, and this editorial is not going to fall in line with any of those. Everybody, people are saying their opinion. It is all over social media. Those who want to insult are insulting. Those who want to fight are fighting. Others are saying you to pack your things and go. And all these people are Africans. I'm not going to talk about anything like that. You are not going to hear what you are hearing on social media. But I have something to tell you. If you are here to hear me criticize the people of South Africa, I won't. If you are here to watch me praise them also, it's not happening. I won't do that either. I'm here for a totally different reason. That is why you have to hear me. And I believe someone needs to start speaking to the dying memory of Africans across the universe. Someone, somewhere, needs to speak to the dying memories of Africans across the world or across the universe. Someone needs to speak to their dying memory. And who will do that? Me. And that's what I'm going to do with you today. And I hope this message will serve exactly that purpose this morning. The reason why I'm sitting here today, I hope, I believe this message will serve its purpose. Abusia, I welcome us to another episode of Time with Maame Grace. A special edition dedicated to all black and brown people across the globe, especially Africans. Let's get started. I welcome you to today's editorial. Yo abusia nanso so ye kwesi ada biom. na o share time with Maame Grace me man krankra bia akwaba an abono nsia unimende date nso so pepepe. Today we are standing on the grave of MADIBA, and that's the topic we are discussing today. I am always the pride of our ancestors at this moment. You can call me the goddess of Akabulan at this particular moment. You can call me the prettiest preacher. Call me the saint. Abusi, I want you to watch this video between me, myself, Maame Grace, and our captain, Asamoah Gyan, and his brother at the Cape Coast Castle. And now, menene have a small conversation again. Me 2x4 English, and na menene area wo. I want you to take a critical look at this video. I'm going to use this video to talk to you. And now I wish, say I could have added the P Square, the musicians, the twins. Now I'm one Nigeria, no.
Nice to see you too. Everything is reported to you. When are you visiting me on my set? Okay, so I'll call you. I'll talk to you. Before you leave, I'll take your number personally. All right. And call you. Come to Revelation. Come and tell us about your spiritual belief. Spiritual belief? Of course. Okay, have fun.
This video is a very short video and a very short and a simple conversation. But I learned, my manager tells me it has the highest view on my platform. Views are a chain video bia e want me platform no so. It is for a reason, and today I am using that video to talk to you as an African. Please try and translate to anybody who doesn't understand our local dialect, because my English is very limited. The video you just watched is about Ghana Black Stars captain Asamoah Gyan and me. Back when I was recording the Cape Coast edition of The Quest of Akabulan, we all watched that show. Until be I familiar with that show, but the little video you watched, you know, when I went to take that video, no Cape Coast, when I make have this conversation, I will share it. We met at the castle and exchanged pleasantries. He was supposed to be on my show, like the cocoa guy, no, the cocoa farmer, the catcher Mahama, no. Say Mahama, o de yeka. At this point, my captain, Asamoah Gyan, o de meka. Interview ka. We had that conversation. I didn't worry you. I didn't bother to call you. I na me mau time. But I think this is the time. Baby Jet, if you are watching, call my office or I will get to your office. Let's schedule an interview at the new studio. We can do this before the World Cup, because when you say World Cup and start here, you will not have time. So Baby Jet, what they make ka? What they may interview ka? It's not Coco Kado, but what they make ka? Because that day you promised, and your manager, your brother was also there. He also promised. So me and my friend, let me remind them. What is significant about the video is not only about our captain Asamoah Gyan per se, but his senior brother Bafo Gyan. I am trying to talk to Africans because there are so many things happening in families that is burying the breakthrough and the destinies of those families, which is somebody's agenda, or they can even agentize somebody in that same family. They can agentize a woman into that same family just to abolish or to abort a particular progress or a particular agenda or a particular purpose in the family. I'm using these two brothers to talk to Africans. If you were Nigerian, you were Ghanaian, Zambian, and you feel South Africans are misbehaving, according to you, so we should all misbehave. Two wrongs, they don't make anything right. But again, I am not telling you what to do, but I have something to tell you. These two brothers, Abusia, I am using them to talk to you. Hear me out, please. Every spiritual eye in Ghana understands that Bafo Gyan is a strong pillar behind his brother. Obienim, unless you are a carnal person, And I can't say certain things, but say ya suma mbampo so omunko ye adwuma wo ho a me sure say mba ni bi akọ say nko omo koye ye captain bibi omo kopim omo brother baafo jan no a eye problem omo nti baafo jan na be ye omo enemy because oye that pillar. I will talk to you and tell you why Yahweh will tell Moses to pronounce death over all firstborns of Egypt. You want to hear spirituality? We will tell you spirituality. We will talk to you about spirituality. Even in normal life, we see them everywhere. Even when I met them in Cape Coast, they were together. He acts as his protector, his voice, and his image. Don't forget, they are both footballers. And yes, Abaku ye between and Abaku ye footballer. They are both footballers. They all carry the same ability. That's what I say. Even brothers can compete. Even brothers can compete. Brothers can disagree. Brothers can fight. But that's not what we see. You can't tell me these people when I get him to interview him, I will ask him that question as well. They will. But ye who sa niama no enyansafo nsi omontoma go ewa abonten. Asamboajan is a mega brand in Africa. In fact, in the world. If I say Africa, I have limited him. In the world, he is a mega brand. His brother, who is also a footballer, is strong behind him. Odinechi Bare. He's not jealous. He's not bitter. Not wanting any bitterness or unhealthy rivalry to come between them. That is why I'm saying that our captain, our baby jet, our Samboajan is a mega brand. But Bafojan is the hero. He doesn't compete. He doesn't have issues. I will use my own as a sacrifice to protect you. We will do this together. He said we will do this for our family. We will do this for Ghana. We will do this for Africa. We will do this for the world. Yes, they are not competing. Is it the case that this is happening because they are brothers? Omotiasie, Bafo Jan, etiasie, so obeba form. Ama ni nuano, no what other than what Katani nuano so, yet to be embe bono, nani nuano shaso, and kone nimua, or no abeye mega brand, na sebi, uniminyansa, unshada ununo, or no pen or yenisa, ane ye nyansa, ane ye nimdie. And now yen ya phone tia, yen shanesa na pacho. I know twins who do not speak to each other. No na midi kande Nigeria for interfo ya no mutu numi no mutu num together. All the music groups are no more yet big together. Almost splitting, and what has become of them individually? What has become of them? That's just a question. So clearly, this has nothing to do with being a blood brother. It is all about abilities, understanding, and knowledge. Nti mo maye bisa ye ho se ade be knowledge e na ba afo ja ewo why na tete no why na bie nani e ma ne bete say niam we ya. We can ask him when we get opportunity to talk to him. It has everything to do with a big brother understanding. So Asamboajan is the bigger brand, like I said. Abafojan is that hero. At an early age, his role, its importance, and deriving his contentment from the fact that he will forever be his brother's protector, no matter what. Who makes such a decision? If you are not an awakening soul, if you don't have that ability of a hero, you cannot make this decision. Because no matter how rich your brother, no matter how rich your sister is, wardrobe I just on Bafojan didn't think like this. I want to ask him questions. A day na ohun ye. Why ne care be chire no osondaye bi? E die be ne man no sa ahoden no me ka sam dia besia sam so amam. Enyo omo no mo ye topic no. I have told you what we are discussing, and I have told you where we are standing on the grave of MADIBA. But I'm trying to tell you something here. Ebi no sesa omo nuanom kogu abrochire. Ebi jai school eye adwuma edi hwe omo nuanom e ma omo beye ye. Odu ni nua mu nyina kodu abrochire wi obi yampo ne nkasa. What have you done about this? Me nua we de ode aye me ne nkasa da. Na maame ni gina ntamu. Na the confusion e de aba. Eden na de bre kuro, eden na de bre busua, eden na de bre oman. It is not about being born or raised in the same womb. Enye se ye wo mu awokro nti, enye se omufiri maame baako, papa baako nti na oye se decision no. Eye nyamisu a etini mu ayede awo no, oti ne purpose ase. And obe make sa decision no. Because me so metumi abo the same boy no menye sika a wo pe. Me mbe manage you na me ndidi di wachi. Ane. It is about awakening to whom you are at this particular point of your incarnation or reincarnation circle. So Bafojan should know something for him to take that decision and hold it till now. Onimbibi. I know we are talking about South Africa. And as I said, see this editorial like Maame Grace speaking with the ghost of Nelson Mandela. So I'm telling you something. I have started from our own country. I have used two brothers as an example for you. I want to tell you a true story of a pair of brothers that I know. I know them and they are so close to me. And I'm sorry I'm using this in this editorial because a very emotional issue. And there are people I know. But me mpese meka de a meaning. And uti na me use Bafojan ne Asamwajan omu frequency because I have met them one-on-one. And if you know, you know, I read frequency and I know in depth of a person's soul knowledge through from the blood if I should meet with the person, unless I don't want to know. That's why I use them. I didn't want to use any shallow being for this huge editorial. So this one that I'm using, I don't want to get emotional and I'm really sorry for using their story because they are very close to me. I want you to pay attention to this. Let's call these two brothers Ni and Tete. Let's use this name for them. Ni is the firstborn, like Bafojan, and Tete is the junior, same parent. Inti me nim necessarily say Bafojan your firstborn, but or your senior, so you can use it like that. To say Ni and that way. Omo de no Bafojan na Asamwajan issue ni one way another thing, another one that I know me use. Both have great talent and skill and were very promising in their childhood. Now sure mo utu say bibi kese betimi afiri omo mienu mu nyina ba. But at a point in their lives, they found themselves alone due to their parents' divorce. Enti aware ni beguye. Enti aware guo ni baye no. Na fe abeye dinyama nkole. They started struggling and it began to show in their relationship. Ade enya ebufu okura na we ebufu afuwe nkola mienu a omo boboso ananka omo nam together. Na obi a wo great talent nkrofo we omo dakura omo kita omo nsa. Omo ada no na panini kitwa ni kita panini nsa na panini ekita omo nya aduane na ba ko mba ayekura omo ndi omo sha atade kro baby na omo ye ni together. They started struggling because of omo awofo awariguo mujaya ware na mun drink kola no eno another story. The younger brother has so much talent in football that he has begun to show arrogance because onunu aware na gu no onunu de ni talent na owo no ye football na obo pa so nti na it is onu wo favor na mfofo kro no omo bekwa kobo football no kro omo parent no kra ebeye na dom ne ade nti na afi na ahomaso aba be wura ne mu. Their strong childhood bond no began to erode because the junior was doing well in sports and out of arrogance Ni stopped doing the small things for him. You know penny no ahomaso abehyeketo anim o ayeyi oba nanim nti afedi ommu ade no ne nua penny na anwen ankwa akire nti niama nkakra na oye support ni nua no ojaye yo na onye biom. He stopped watching his back on Shenechi biom. Stopped advising him on Tunifu biom because wama wo so, and stopped playing with him on Fanekure Ndiagro biom. Afe so time na e cut off. And they may have grown apart at a teenage level because aware ni gu ye na omuntem started so omotete e na frustration bibia nti ofedi omuntem atete kura wo mra omususu a omunyi ba no omuntem atete. One day bi during one of their heated arguments, because they say they are going through trauma, nti no asem bia ye bufuo. The younger brother slapped the elder brother, leaving him very hurt. Take this as opportunity and work on your pain. What has your younger sister done to you? What has your younger brother done to you? So wo shemia e den na unu aketewa de aye we ya ebi e ya o wo bre ye trɛtrɛ wo mawurem na abefa no kodura brochu ono kra na wama waye mobo e wo kurom ho tie ni yie asama America ne nnakire wi e den na unu aketewa de aye o e ye ne ya. He could not retaliate or harm his junior brother. E ye ne ya ma ahohyeso so to me by mu panin de paninti when to me ambo ni bi because na on person obe pra ni nua ketewa no because nko betumi abo no because ne meti susu. That same afternoon, the younger brother picked a fight with another guy who was way older than he was. When your friend said, "Media misunsuo," who said, "Binoma, me nyosho ube kone moba koswa ube koshia di osonsa na ube se biyanum na ube bu na wanshe na ubu ana hu ano." Universe nankasa wo a way a deal with nipa. So wanshe wabufuo ye. Na wansua said ya ye dealing with pain na ube fire bibi eni ho amana ba ho wabodi nua pani na so ade na ye ni nua pani ne ya wambo ni bidie oye na din se nka show papa at wambo no because na on to me mfa ne pani yon to form no mbru ni nua no awia na ena ni nua ketewa no eni pani mu a wanyi sen ni konya ntokwa. The senior brother saw the danger to his little brother. Oh, who say asema ni nuani di no nye because not what, but at that moment no wabona so menche. But because of the disrespect, he ignored it when two nuani fu say jai. Because what bomasum se si a ye na fako. The junior brother was mercilessly beaten by the guy that day. Na ni nuani te wash obi a woni ne kun tokwa side by side. And that day wabo wasuma wugina ho ma obi hwe ne panka ntumi nsi da wo yamu hyehyew wo bote nanso de awunua ne de aye wunti obi ahwe ne se poto awani tuem. Listen to me. And for a moment it felt like a revenge that came too soon for him. Mambo nipa na ebo wanye me de but de awde aye me ntumi nya ho hwe hwe ya we ti sei se wo hwe wunua wo bo ne ho ban na wone na start na mu akoni amam wabebo wasoma nwumbre ya na obi bu no se de atie bia untumi nya ho hwe wo sha ade we trauma ben e beja wo nipaduam awcho bibisa wo me ka asem yin. I want you to calculate everything I'm saying. Please help people translate this for people to understand. But that feeling has remained dark in the senior brother's heart to this day. Okaisa hwena akwa no hwi ni nua na afei de ohu ni onye ne ho etini mogya mu. His regret or that regret is not jumping to his junior brother's aid in time of need because of disrespect for the senior. Senye na sumo boya anko ohoho ntumi mbahwi ni nua ne saa. He couldn't help his brother because of anger and pain and the disrespect that his brother, younger brother, showed him. Day in and day out, he cries within, watching someone beat his brother like that. And it saddens his heart because he knows how they used to fight side by side. Africans, where is this thing coming from? And at that point, he stood unbothered for his junior brother to be whipped by a stranger. There is no healing for such regret, and the consequences are eternal. Ade na ni nua pani ni de nani witness ye no a ohwem obi buru ni nua ne saa na ohwe se de ana omote No hwe dia ekwanya ni nuane de fa so sema. No hwe se dia wagina kwa ahwa ama walusu bibia na saa regret we etena wo mogya mu wo nkwan na nyina. Enya dia wo wure betumi afi. That consequences no eternal. How many of us ne yama abusua bia say because of example amedema we? Tell me. Unua no how ni na nya asamote abrochire mu nkasa. Obi ate ne ba bi obi ato atade ehye. Obi ato na aduani di. But eto da na wunya misu kanya ne ho a awerɛho hye wo kra so. Ni nua yi pa abrama no. So take this from me. No matter how you call South Africans names and see them treat fellow Africans, the continent of Africa must never turn its back on its junior brothers. I don't know. I don't think it will ever happen that Bafojan will turn his back to his brother. It doesn't mean they don't get the consequences. You cannot afford it. You will regret it because that consequences is eternal. South Africa is a junior brother to almost all African and Caribbean nations because it gained its true independence in 1994. That time, when Nelson Mandela was sworn in as a president. So they are the youngest among us. They are our babies. In fact, our last babies. And we should not forget this. Oh yes, we should not forget this. They are our junior brothers. Ghana is a senior brother to them. Nigeria is a senior brother to them, to South Africans. Yes. So these so-called pastors, I don't know what they smoke. I don't know what they drink. I don't know what they sniff without eating before climbing their pulpit. And they don't even know the essence of the book they are holding. So at this point of our lives, at your age, you can scream. Your voice, it doesn't kill even an ant, not to think of a fly. You are calling people names and shouting. You are brainless. Yes, they are our younger brothers. I'm not praising what they are doing. I'm telling you something, and I want you to listen. In terms of true liberation, even though all countries have issues, Ghana is for Ghanaians, and South Africa is for Abrofo. Now hear me. We were living here without borders. Oh yeah. Whoever brought you borders brought you this division. And what does this division mean for us? And what does it mean for those who brought the borders? I watched a few videos since this xenophobia report started going around. There was one South African guy who said that South Africans are not xenophobic. They are not. Yes. But it is a case of them being played and being set up against the rest of the black nations across the world. This is an African talking.
Contrary to what you're seeing on the media, South Africans are not xenophobic. Contrary to what you're seeing in the media. That statement sounds a blasty statement, especially because of some of the things you would have seen online. I'm not saying that there are no xenophobic people in South Africa. That's not what I'm saying. I'm simply saying the entire nation is xenophobic would be missing the point. There are 65 million people in South Africa. We have 11 official languages. We're one of the most diverse societies in the world, and even though that is the case, we get along with most people. The second point I want to make is this. I think that there is an agenda to turn us against each other. And I think we feed that agenda when we feed the noise and the fire.
This guy has a spirit of Africa in him. So he's not going to call them mad people, lazy people, morons. I don't think he will sniff anything and talk like that. This is an African making sense of the situation, not a Gentile who feel he can pronounce something and that pronunciation will change who he is. You are a blasphemy as a Gentile to call yourself a Christian. I can go deeper into that one day. This guy, the video you are just watching, this guy is right, and I agree with him. While you record videos and do Facebook posts insulting your junior brothers in South Africa, remember that they are in a very vulnerable stage. And I have said earlier, I'm not praising what they have done. It is so sad. A pastor that claims God has called him will vomit such a disgrace, such gullibility in the midst of chaos. Your God is a peaceful God. So in the midst of chaos, you speak sense and wisdom to bring calmness. You don't put fire, because any case, any issue, any trouble needs two things. Either you put fire in it for it to burn completely, or you put water in it to quench the fire. These so-called pastors, some of them, not all of them, I don't know what is in their head, whether it is petrol or kerosene. All these are hybrids. They are not Africans. Yes, this whole xenophobic brand has been created to fit them into accomplishing an agenda. And what is that? When you speak about how Ghanaians contributed to the liberation of South Africa and how Kwame Nkrumah and Ghana fought for South Africa's freedom, go back to your history. I don't want to do that history now. All the so-called historians in Ghana, this is the time you have to open your mouth to talk. Or is it because this one they will not pay you? We contributed in the fight for their freedom. Be reminded that this is why they need their senior brothers from the black and brown nations. They need us. They need us. Go back to history. When they started fighting for their liberation, on their freedom, we were part of them. We helped them. It is not about your feeling hurt and wanting to pay South Africa back. What would that benefit you as an African? What would that benefit you? South Africans are beating Nigerians and Ghanaians. We should also beat them and finish ourselves and give the land to those who are looking for the land. Abba, we cannot leave our enemies, our oppressors, to manipulate us like that. Yes, it is not about your feelings. Know that they won't survive the Abrofo machination without their melanated brothers. Somebody is cooking something. Let's do this. Let their people reject them. Listen, a lion can be attacked by any animal, no matter how powerful he is or she is, if she is walking alone. That's why they don't walk alone. You can watch Animal Kingdom. Another thing I watch so much. Lions, they walk in families. They don't walk alone. Lion na ya desert no. A onam alone no. Or no, or bay lion sumpa omuye group they roll at him. Or no na bue biya betumi ache na yeden are. So hear me, Africans, melanated people, black nations, hear me. It is not about your feelings, I've told you. Know that they won't survive. Oh, if you reject them, you get angry. They are trying to provoke us. So we just reject them. Don't forget, that land, these people always want that land. They wanted that land at all costs. And these people don't know it is enough. They are like dwarfs and these parasitic gods that drink blood. They don't know it is enough. So we should actually open our eyes and see what is going on. And trust me, this is not the first time this thing is happening within us. Ghana must go happened. Do you remember? We are being played in a movie. And it's high time we wake up as black nations. They want their senior brothers to desert them. That's why I said that I will talk to you. And I will tell you why. This year where God told Moses, so, Onku, first children of all Egyptians, if your brothers, you'll see there is a reason why. Obidi wukaina wudi echire baye. Abakan onu no papa die. There's a reason for that. They want us to reject them so they can finish them. It's not going to happen. Never. We will wake up. Waking up is not about going to see a spiritual person to tell you which ancestral bloodline you are from. And yeah, no, they wake up. When they say wake up and now awakening, it's not about time. It is not about our purpose in life. It is not about a juma obeye. It is not about the betu. It is not about talking with the moon. It is not about talking with the sun. It is not about pouring libation. That has got nothing to do with awakening. That is not awakening. This is awakening. Waking up is also about recognizing the oppressor's machination and traps. Very, very important. This is what is called awakening. When I listened to the gentleman who said South Africa was not xenophobic, he said exactly what any melanated psychic would see. That guy spoke my mind, and I was happy that, that one of our brothers is here, making sense, trying to calm us down, not these Gentiles who are blasphemous, that their own Jesus called them children of Satan, was saying all sorts of things about our brothers. How on earth did Ghanaians see Dr. Nkrumah as the devil and overthrow him? How? Tell me. How? What was the calculation? I just want to know. It is not for oppressors. Tell me, what was this calculation? How did they calculate all these things? If it is not for oppressors' machinations, then what is it? Help me understand. In fact, wait, let me give you my calculation and why I don't even understand why these people said Nkrumah has become useless. So therefore, they have to dispose of him. I just want to understand. I know it is not everybody that will love somebody. Bible cracker. You should have enemies. But at which point for Nkrumah? In 1960, he provided Ghana with electrical power that could serve not just Ghana, but also neighboring African countries. He was thinking far for black people. Today, your light goes off and you scream at your leaders who didn't create that power for you. In 1960, na you kepo. Oho nyina no mu ni kanea. Na Ghana for mo kanea. This is a person obey useless woman so am decompose no. In the 1860s, when the British wanted all black nations asleep so they could be easier prey, Dr. Nkrumah switched on the Akosombo light for us. Somebody will say, what is the meaning of this? He couldn't wake everybody at that time. But he was like, no, I will not allow my people to have a death sleep. And that, na ho. So what done sumu na woda. Utumi da na ho na se wadampo na kane esi wani so asanda ne yesronko wo ye den wani beba wo so na obenya sanda ne ntumi nya owuo na sanda ne ntumi nya owuo na enti Nkrumah shedi no se da bi ntumi nya ne obia ma me nso kane ensi wo wani so wo mra wo ada asabi ebi no mu benya ne. This is a person ni nua bibini ehu ni se ni su ni mfaso eye hwan ene ma adwini we ba ni nua bibini tirim sankrofo ya. Yet we rose in that same decade and instilled him, chastised him, and overthrew him. He died out of the insincerity of Ghanaians. I call it cancer of betrayal. That is what killed Nkrumah. But we are not pastors, so we will not curse you. And could be or don't maybe a back curse but yeah, Gentiles who are being blasphemous by calling ourselves something we are not, something we are not born with. So yeah, country and but the main question is this: as someone maybe said, how did Ghanaians turn against their own when they are expected to protect them? Ebani saying. How did they turn against their own instead of protecting them? How are we turning against our own instead of protecting ourselves? Who is doing this? And who is promoting it? And who is allowing this? If Asamoah-Gyan's brother had turned against him when he was expected to be his protector, we probably would not have made it to the World Cup or scored all those goals. And we wouldn't have that one hero that because of his name, my excess luggage in Dubai airport was just left to go. Me na me to me to adie, me I can buy to glorify Africa. So when I travel and I'm coming, suitcases in 10, 12, the lowest. Na me ta na broso na me hand luggage na broso. I me do Dubai airport na me hu candles. Me to ya na etwa mu wo mapampam. Omubisa, why are you going? I say from Ghana, somewhere just go. I have said this multiple times in my episodes. Sankabafu jan. Hunyansa. Na wan protecting na anke bi obabi mpo. Ewie no. Man ka me hand luggage nka metua. We ya no sufri ncha anka Ghana din ndasoro ho. Samwe. You see the machinations of your oppressors. You see this? This is why I want every pastor to shut up, Maka, when it comes to these things. Because your God has failed us. In our national anthem, he said he will help us. He is a prayer answering God. And we told him to help us to resist the oppressor's rule. He didn't do it. He has failed us. So when we are going through our issue, shut up. And kaya all these goals. Kaya nko a World Cup. These are the reasons we are born in a family. And they started they started breaking the family. Divide to rule, divide to conquer. Then they brought religion. And now look at it. How on earth should an African beat his fellow African? How? It is somebody's agenda. If we fail, we have failed the entire continent. If Bafo should fail, he has failed his family, failed Ghana, failed Africa, and failed the entire football. Should we allow our younger brothers to be killed because of hate? This is just a question. No matter how you hate your brother, when you hear something has happened to you, you say, "Ay!" before you say Ochiala. Melanated people must wake up to understand that there is a war. And there has always been a war against their genetics and melanin. We should wake up to understand this. It's high time we think deep. They have created different shades of black people, mixed races, to diffuse our focus and keep us under oppression. We can stop this. They've even made hybrids. We are the only nation fighting a war we had no idea what's happening because we feel we've not done anything to anybody. So I talk and some don't understand. It is spiritual. It is scriptural. He said, we are of the world. We are of the spirit. We speak and the world does not understand us. If you are a melanated person watching me today, understand that fighting your junior brothers or firing those ill sentiments on social media means you are just fueling the destruction and denigration of your own DNA. This is what the pastor's mind cannot comprehend. That is why he will be shouting and calling people morons. What are you? Get this into your bloodstream today if you are watching me. You have been made a weapon against your own army in a battle for survival. How do you survive, Africans? How do we survive? We have everything. These people have given us a disgraceful name by calling us a poor continent. Instead of working around this, they are turning us against ourselves. This is happening. And instead of the fire here, we carrying water to go and quench it. You are carrying fuel into this. You are not an African, I tell you, with my 2 feet on the ground. You have been made a weapon against your own army. War battlefield. You are done. You are done. They are spreading videos on social media to say that the black people who are being targeted with xenophobia in South Africa are not South Africans. And the land doesn't belong to them. This is a taboo. It is we that have given them that opportunity. Open your eyes, Africans. Open your eyes, black nation. I have seen a lot of videos. A lot of videos. I decided not to respond or not to talk because I don't have so much time to waste on some people. But I'm talking to my people. Hear me today. It's a war for the land and the melanin in your skin. This is what is going on. Open your eyes. It is a war for the land and for your being. The skin you are wearing, it's become a curse in some people. When coronavirus came, I traveled. And these people were getting the sickness and they were getting angry. How? They were getting angry at how I was strong and going and coming. Your skin is breathing gas, air. It can change any environment. These people are pissed at your skin, even your skin. Why do these people have to get this skin? Melanated people, you are born into a war field. And because you live all your lives on the battlefield, you don't know it. You feel it is okay to fight. Lucky Dube made a song, Born to Suffer, Born to Suffer. We are not born to suffer. They've made us to believe that we are born to suffer. So suffering is become a friend to us. The agenda is the same as always. They rally us to hate one party, then ignore it. Then we start wishing for apartheid to come back to them so that we can say, oh, you drove us away, now suffer. Then Abrofo can kill and scatter our junior brothers. It will never happen. Some of us will not allow it, but we are not making noise. We are not making noise. We will knock at certain graves. We will keep knocking at certain graves. Yes, we will not call you names. You are younger brothers. We are with you, blue. Yes. Minengi ya buchana. Minengi ya buchana. Minengi ya buchana. Uye. Uye. We sing this song for you. Minengi ya buchana. Minengi ya buchana. Minengi ya buchana. Uye, uye. Sing this song for them. They are our younger brothers. We are hurt, yes, they are misbehaving. But we will kill our own. We will not allow our oppressors to work on us. Never again. Sing this song for them. We are not leaving them. Yes, we love you. Yes, we love you. We love you. What they want to see, they will never see. It will never happen. They cannot scatter us again. South Africa is not different from Ghana. South Africans are you. Listen to me. What am I saying? I said sing this song for them. Because South Africa is not different from Ghana. South Africans are not different from you, melanated people. They are not different from the black nations. And you will regret it eternally if you ignore them. Listen to me. We have not attacked any Abrofo anywhere. We have not set any agenda against a single European nation for as long as we can remember. We have not done that. We have not. If you know anything about this, say, we have set any agenda against any European nation. The platform is open. Come and tell us. Don't tell me our behavior is bad. I have so much to share with you on Spiritual Hour. That's why we do darker stuff. This is not us. This is not our behaviors. I'm telling you, this is not us. These people started creating borders for us. And they created colors and they created hybrids among us. We can't actually look at the body. We have to look through the body. We have to understand this. We have to wake up to this call. Melanated people are the only race in the world that does not care about taking other people's things. They don't care. We are not planning to take over any European lands. No, they don't even have. That's the point. Even the ones they've stolen from us, we are not even reclaiming them. Even though we know we occupied those lands first, We own it. So what is the problem? A stranger stole your land. You quit and left it for him. Your brother is squatting around you. And you are pissed. What sense does this make? If it's not a spell. We are not going to be jokers to insult our own. We are not going to do that. And I know my naysayers will say, I am joking, because we are not a threat to any Abrofu anywhere. You are a joker, even if you should think like this. But looking at it, it is true. It is true. We don't see anyone as a threat, but they don't see us we do. You see us, said we are not a threat to them. They don't think like that because they know who we are. Yes, they see differently from what we see. So they are always working ahead. When Nigerian, Ghanaian, Zambian, Ethiopian, Malians, Senegalese, and other melanated people from all over the world start moving and flooding into South Africa, Obroni is terrified. Now all the young ones wants to go to holidays in South Africa. They are not happy. Hey, these people are joining force. If you have studied among them, when they see when you sit somewhere, when they are group and you are with them, and you are an African and you sit somewhere quietly, they are scared. When you hit your chest, they are scared. In Europe, when they see one black man, a second black man, when they see blacks coming into the community, they run away. They will leave the community for the blacks. They are scared. I'm telling you, they are always scared. There was something that I saw on the internet that a France president is saying that Africa will not what, and I saw Traoré also responding to that. It looks so impossible, but deep down in their blood, that fear is in them. If we decide not to allow them, and we decide to wake up to know the truth and work towards it, I'm telling you, deep down in their blood, they are so scared of us. They are so scared of us. So when they see us gathering, oh, we are going to South Africa, they are not comfortable. Are you expecting them to sit and watch? No, never. They see melanated people flooding into South Africa. It is a problem for them. Staying without papers. And that is danger to Abrofo. Hey, these people are trying to understand themselves now. Now that these ones are living with them, they are not demanding papers to differentiate them. Now they know they are not strangers anymore. When they dwell together like this, they can start bonding. When they start bonding and unity start to set in and love start to set in, they will remember themselves. What do we have to do? That is what you see. They are not sitting down. They are not backing off. They get petrified when they see us in harmony at a place where they are comfortable. They claimed that land years. That is why today we are sitting on MADIBA's grave, or we are knocking on MADIBA's grave to do this episode. When they see four black, they are not comfortable, especially at where they live comfortably. They know you find them out. A snake can live with you in your house for years. He will never attack you if you don't see it. But at the moment you see the snake, it will start attacking you. This is how these people behave. They will not allow this happen. They understand the power of the scripture. The Bible they are holding is a script. They are acting on it. They will not allow you. And now, when you look at South Africa, the way we were going there, and now the borders are being abolished. They are not, you can't break them. But gradually, we are waiving off visas from some of these countries. They are not happy at all. So what you see is just the beginning from South Africa. If African leaders don't sit on their balls, they are not happy. They are not happy at all. When 2 or 3 black men are standing at a place, having a conversation, Akwesi Broni is threatened. Hey! Why are you threatened though? And Crawford way no share away. Unpair at all. When you work with them and you muya and nafufua, they that fear no. It's in their blood. They are always scared. They are worried that suddenly South Africa is becoming the home of black people from the diaspora and Africa. They are not happy at all. Everybody is going for holidays there. They are happy. They are free. It's not supposed to be. And people like Julius Malema are calling on Abrofo to leave their country. Look at that voice. And look at, before she leave their country, look at the voice. Why did we not promote Malema's agenda? Like the pastors are insulting these people. These people always feel, say, omu yobi, omu to me chitu, akolabe to me chitu, ako kunkrofo bebere wo school, onye terrorist. Obi bini chitu kokun obi or a terrorist. Are they not deporting people from their country? Are they xenophobic? I'm asking you, Africans, are they xenophobic? Our case is always different because we behave like mumu. And we will get these blasphemous people sitting at the gateway, having a lot of goats and sheep and dogs that will bark behind them, making it look like they are saying something sensible because they clap for them. Why didn't we push that agenda? The way we are pushing this black nation agenda, Nigeria for everybody to go, Ghanaians, they are your younger brothers who think. You don't expect Obroni to be okay while you are gathering your family together. So these people know this day will come. So they started creating hybrids. The problem we are all experiencing in this world is simple. Akwesi Broni naturally is threatened by everyone, especially melanated people. And you know this. They've never forgotten how they came here. What they did is still in their memory. And they know that one day Obibini will wake up. So all this corruption, religion, machination, coup d'etat, poverty, hunger, scams, they are system in place because Akwesi Broni has a natural character of feeling threatened when everything around him is working well. And like I said, they will not sit down. They know. They are always putting things in place. You may be in your country, minding your business. Obroni will cross the ocean to come to you to destabilize your social settings and corrupt your system because he is not okay. Or the yariye beba, or the paniye beba, or the Halloween beba, or the street carnivals, or the the way you should dress, the way you should sleep, abortion, all sort of things, plastics, or the nina beba, because uti ukuro na we comfortable no ompe. He feels threatened by nature. Ompe asumdwe ono ankasa nye natural. Nti ompe nature. They've changed everything for us. Yet ye baby ya from. Translate it for them. I don't know how to say this thing in English. My English is limited. I've been honest with you. It is only Africans who measure wisdom and knowledge with English. And the question is, they come and they get the opportunity and they execute the agenda. So the question is, who is making it work? Who is promoting it? How? What is happening in South Africa is a fantastic agenda to make sure melanated people don't enjoy the land of South Africa and to remove the heart of South Africa from the rest of the melanated people. They want us to hate them. We will not hate them. Never. We are not praising them, but we sing for them. We sing love to them. Because if my brother is singing, no matter how rich I am, how glorious is this? That I have all the monies, all the mansions, and my brother is sleeping in a kiosk. How glorious is this? We are not rejecting. That will never happen again. Once every group of black person hates South Africans, then Akwesi Broni is free to do whatever he likes with them, to take their land and have full authority. But in Bano, Emmaso. Inangi ya buchena. Minengi ya buchena. Minengi ya buchena. Uye. We love you guys. We love you guys. You have to be a pure African to understand this. You have to be a pure African to know this. Not Gentiles. Me, nothing surprises me anymore. Because I have seen things and I keep seeing things. I won't be surprised if this Igbo king being used to disturb African cultures across the world is even being sponsored by Abrofu. I won't be shocked. It started from Ghana. And according to the source, this is it. And now look at what it is causing. These people that are bombing themselves, they have stopped publishing their own. Now they are publishing us. Tender fire them. What they want, they will never see it. And if we open our minds to these agendas and how vulnerable South Africa is, we can ignore certain things. This is wisdom. This is knowledge. This is African spirit. This is what MADIBA will tell you. For example, the UK government is dealing with a situation in which a Ghanaian claims to be a king in Scotland. Did you see them attacking each other because of that? When they were going to arrest Kubala, did you see Abrofu killing themselves? So why are we fighting? Is it not the same thing? How come we don't call any European nation that chases illegal immigrant out xenophobia? Why don't we call them by that name? You see how we think as black nation. We know these machinations. We read between the lines and frequencies, and we read body frequency, and we know who is this and who is that. Why? Because we understand that there are human spirits living in human bodies, and also we understand that there are demonic spirits living in human bodies. We read between these two, so we know the difference based on your behaviors. They are fruit, ye shall know them. There are hybrids. We are not going to be so foolish, excuse my word, to vomit our brothers out because of what we see. So if you are an African and you are publishing the xenophobic or the xenophobia, whatever, use your head. Did we call them by that? Which people deport people than these people? Do we call them xenophobic? Why is always our case is different? Terrorist, this, that, this. This person that they said that he's going to kill journalists in America. They were praying that it will be a black man. And God is not a American. So he showed them that it's not a black man. There is a whole legal system in America called ICE today as we speak, cracking down all illegal immigrants. And yet, that is not xenophobia. Black man, what is wrong with your head? They are using the same system they set for us. But when we apply it, our own is another issue. I am not saying the protesters in South Africa are right. No, I'm not saying that. In fact, if they want illegal immigrants out, why are they only chasing black people? I'm asking you. Why are they chasing only black people? The trap is to paint a picture of hate between blacks in South Africa and black people elsewhere in the world, so they can have their way. They are playing the devil's game. Division, division, division. That's what these people create for us. From borders to religion, to name them. That puts South Africa at a pathogenic vulnerability. In this case, they can be oppressed and denied care and face so much injustice. But who will stand against that? Because all Africans are also fighting them. You see the problem with our hairs? 54 presidents. You cannot talk to your people. What's up? We are all fighting because the social media will allow a rapist pastor who smokes in tonton and red. Then people will also be following. We are not doing that. If the whole black nation starts believing that they deserve the oppression and there is a division and we don't care, then it makes it right for Akwesi Buruni to oppress them and take away their land. This is what they are dreaming. This is their agenda. This is why we are seeing what we are seeing. Who is reading between the lines? The idea one no dear. And then you come no. The idea one no. And then he will be two idea na mano. Abusunya. Or yare for no here yare for. Now say we are seeing now South Africa from pomu dead body. African land, African continent there. How are we thinking? Translate this for me in the comment section. So those who don't understand the local dialect will understand. My English is limited. I feel like this is something Nelson Mandela will tell the whole of Africa at this time. This is how I can put it. So all I have said, you can actually say that it is coming from MADIBA. This is what he will say. This is why you are seeing what you are seeing. I saw a video of some Abrofo claiming that the land is not even for blacks, but for Hosa people. And they are not blacks, but mixed. Look at this. Look at this. Unless maybe it is AI. If not, then Africa should think deeply. Where cry you people didn't beat him. This thing sitting there. Forgive my manners. They steal your history and change it to favor them. They will come back to tell you those lies as your history. And you believe, a black man believes that the word of God, Bible, is his history. Such a joke. Let me tell you this. South Africa is not for any Obroni. And I said this with my 2 feet on the ground. Listen to me. South Africa is for blacks. And I said this with my hand on my chest, with my chest up like this. South Africa is not for any Obroni, it's for blacks. And if you are an African, anywhere in the world, whether in Europe, the Caribbean, or Ghana, I want you to understand that South Africa is for blacks. I'm establishing this, I'm making it clear to even a child that is in the belly. It doesn't matter what useless lies they create for you to believe in their brainwashing agendas. It is for all black people across the world. The land of South Africa belongs to blacks. And if I say blacks, you know what I'm saying, not the hybrids. I'm talking about those who have the spirit of Africa in them, the true bloodlines. Yes, we own it. We own this world. We own every land. And South Africa belongs to blacks. Black people cannot be made to live in South Africa. It is for them. Listen, they are not squatters. Like I said earlier, they own it. Their body is the evidence. Their color is their evidence. Their hair texture is the evidence. Their dental formula is the evidence. Their bone city is the evidence. Their nose is the evidence. They own that land. South Africa belongs to blacks. Remember this even if I die today. If it is about the nation state and laws, then immigration laws must be respected. That one, it is wisdom. And must apply to everyone. Yes, this is what MADIBA will equally say. If black shops must close, then Abrofo factories must close as well. Yes, the laws should work for everybody or work on everybody. Let's not support the agenda to create the vulnerability for our brothers and stand for our brothers to be slaughtered by the outsider. This should never ever happen. Never again. This is what MADIBA will say. You can only say this is what MADIBA is saying. This is the new age of awakening. Yes. Take this from Maame Grace. For they fear that if one wakes up, then all will wake up, and it is happening live. No weapon. Nothing can stop the awakening. The bad news for Obroni is this. Now we are all waking up at once. What becomes of him? it is a bigger problem for him. It is a bigger problem for him. And to him, this should not happen. Remember what I told you when I was doing the Epstein file. I told you it's a distraction, nothing else. You see what I told you? I told you the war is nothing but a distraction. I told you the Artemis, those astronauts didn't go anywhere. It is nothing but a distraction. Now you see, my name is always Maame Grace. I came to you from the grave of the great MADIBA. If you are an African, you need to hear this, and I have delivered. We see if we can knock another grave next week. So let's meet next week. Minangi ya buchena, minangi ya buchena, minangi ya buchena, uye, uye, minangi ya buchena, minangi ya buchena, minangi ya buchena. Uye, uye.